So how much does a tattoo cost? I get this question asked every day, almost every second day, and yeah, it's a question. It's a good question because everything has a price. If you've never been on this channel before, I'm Ziggy. I've been tattooing for 10 years, and I've heard this question many times. So one of the things what price is made of is time. It's the time I put in the design or artwork. Is it small? Is it big? Is it gonna take me loads of hours or just a few hours? A couple of minutes or days? Sometimes maybe I need to prepare week before, and we need to like, let's say you wanna something generic. Let's say your mom is born in May, father in April, grandma in July, and your brother on Christmas. So you walk in and you say you want a flowers what represents each one of those months. So my job would be now to go and hunt for good images, or I'm gonna ask you what flowers would you like to have. Then you will give me a list of what stuff you like. So this is not just flowers, but anything in the world, yeah. So when you make a list of stuff you want, it's our job to go and hunt nice, good images, something that we can use, something that we can actually make a good out of. So we are hunters now. We go and search. Sometimes so here it goes. It's quite controversial. Some things in life are pretty useless and shit. So people do not take photos of. One of those is lavender. When I need to do a lavender tattoo, or somebody asks, request, I'm struggling. I'm struggling to find any decent photo because it's a flower that's really small, really tiny, and grows somewhere in the fields. Who wakes up in the morning and goes and takes photos of them? Nobody. Nobody wants to take a photo of. I don't even know why there is a photo of a lavender up there. But then again, there's people who go and study nature. So I would assume there's loads of photos, but there isn't any. So we are struggling to find photos and we are struggling to put design together, which means even before we even tattoo you, we spend many hours of creating and designing the stuff to put together so we can present you, hoping that you're gonna say yes, hoping that you're gonna like it, hoping that we're good to go. Because if you say you don't and you don't like it, the cycle repeats, and he needs to go again, find something. You know what I mean? It's a big hustle for us. Second role is our skill and experience, something that I can do that somebody can't do. So, which means that will determine the price. It's like a scale or value system. Um, Somebody who tattoos for years and years and years will charge more than somebody who just begun. Or if you don't care, you can go to him. He'll be quicker as well in the time that he's gonna get you in a time of tattooing. Because I'm gonna probably spend more time making sure every single line is neat, every corner is saturated, and I'm not gonna cut any corners. I'm gonna make sure it's nice, neat, and bulletproof tattoo where somebody else won't. If you don't know what's the difference between that and that, it's good to go. Like your sound, you can go to him. You don't need me because we just don't. We're not friends anymore. And the tools we use. So the machines back in the days. So this is a real story. When I first ever started tattooing, I bought these machines on eBay. I think they were like £14, 15, and I thought that's expensive. And I was tattooing with those, and I was struggling. It was hard, and as the time goes and goes and goes, then I bought 50 quid machine. Then I bought 380, and I was like, damn, that is expensive. Then I bought the Stigma V2, yeah, with 10-watt engine. That costed 580, and I was like, damn, that's big. After that, what did I had? I can't remember what I had, but Cheyenne I had. That was 980 quid. Now I have Stigma Force, which was also 900 and something. I think with all the machine plus 2 batteries, over a grand. The tools I'm gonna use gonna be more expensive than somebody else gonna use, which means for me it's gonna take less time to execute tattoo. So whatever somebody else can do in like 4 hours, I can get done in 2 hours because my tools can just get in and get out. Less damage, less irritation, less abuse to your skin. It goes in, it's saturated, and it's packed with the ink. It's gonna heal nice, and it's just beautiful. Where somebody else uses cheaper tools and it takes him longer, just because the machine is not able to push in, and the machine is not capable of delivering what he wants to deliver in you, and then you can't consume ink because the machine just can't push in. So it takes longer. For me, it takes quicker, and by us reducing time, we might charge more, because it's like Amazon Prime, next day delivery. Because you cut down the time, you can charge a little bit more. It's the it's like the upper level. So it's the people beyond me, like those who do for like years and years and years. Those who go on conventions every single day, and every single convention they're on the top dogs. They're sponsored. They have sponsorships and all sorts, and they charge different. They have limited days that you can only book in a sense of like they open the books only 2-3 days a year, and the whole year is booked up. So a few people have developed, for example, like some skills what's so niche that only he does that or she does that, and they're so specific, so extras that if you want to book in with him, you gotta wait, and the demand is high, which means the price goes up. So that will be one of the triggers what will make the price bigger. Second is some people are just gods level. They literally just the two like gods. Don't know how they do. Don't know where they get experience. I don't know how, where, and how they figure stuff out. Don't understand. I don't get it. But there are some people who literally end up like gods level, and just because they know they are that level, they will charge that level, and that's it. Either you like it or you don't. There's nothing in between, and there's no right or wrong. Because if you can't afford, he doesn't need you. But then if you think he's too expensive, you don't need him either. It's like both happy or both sound. So it is what it is. Now there's another reason. For example, there's this one guy in America where he puts people in sleep. He literally goes to the hospital, and you can pay money, and he'll get you sleep, so you're not going to feel any pain. And he gets about 4 or 5 people on you at the same time. So a lot of tattooing is done at the same time, and you feel nothing. It costs like 50,000, I think it was, but you're not going to feel anything, which is beneficial for you. So if you wanna, you know what I mean, like the price is it's made up. Price doesn't really exist. It's the value, it's the skill, it's the technique, it's the demand, it's the, if nobody needs that person, he's not going to charge more. Like the price will be cheap. If everybody wants that person, the price will be high, because there's only so many days you can fit you in. There's only so many days in a week, so many days in a month, so many days in a year, and to pick the best one of the best, he will charge more. So only a few people can get through, and you can actually execute those. So people work on projects only, so they will book out 4 days in a row, 5 days in a row. They're gonna book heavy sessions after heavy sessions after heavy sessions, and they'll get sleep then in a month, and then sleep in a month, sleep in a month, sleep in a month, and they will focus only on that. And that's like the clientele they have, which means they're not gonna be cheap, but they can get your sleeve quick done in, it's like day session, maybe like 2-3 days in a row, which means about 60-40% of your sleeve is done, and then about 3-4 weeks in between, when it's healed, you go back on, you add like 3 more days and done, complete. That's it, like months, maximum 2 months, done. Sleeves done. So that will, the fact that they can kill down the time will make the price higher. So that is one of the good ways. It's the stuff we use, the gloves, the papers, the inks, the materials, there's loads of nano prices involved when it comes to what price we charge people. And if you're a tattoo artist watching this, well, it's your job to push as high as you can, to create a demand as high as you can, with a skill set as high as you can, and you need to just max out everything. Max out skill, max out complexity, max out marketing, max out videos, max out photos you can post, max out, and that will increase your value. If you found this video valuable, give me a thumbs up. If not, that's cool. I'm sound. My name is Ziggy, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.